up on us quite a few points early, and we were able to come back. Great guy, great player seems like, and just an explosive guy who can put up a lot of points for his team.
Hey Mason, seeing that championship trophy out there, what does that mean to you?
You know, it's a good reminder of kind of the ultimate goal. Pretty much every college player, and some that you'd always love to hoist, at the end of the season. But it's the big picture. But we're trying to take it day by day and focus on the controllables and doing the right thing every day to put ourselves in a position to hopefully get close to that trophy at some point.
Sure, you've been asked this 8 million times, but just the fact that you guys have so many starters returning, I think you guys are kind of tops in the country as far as people coming back.
Yeah.
What is I know you guys are finished third in the Big 12, but you got to feel pretty good about your chances to win the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think, like you said, the amount of people that are returning, we just got that chemistry. We played together so many years. We just love each other. We're always hanging out. We're just a tight-knit group that's ready to get back at it in September.
Mason, you get the feel just being the guy coming back this year, knowing that this is really your job and maybe not having someone over your shoulder like Walsh last year?
Yeah, well, I thought, as soon as I was able to start, I thought from day one I was the guy, and I felt like that ever since that first day. But no, I think every year's different. You grow and you learn, and J-Dub did a great job for us last year in some situations, but yeah, I think it's full speed ahead, and I think this offense is definitely well-oiled enough to put up a lot of points this year.
Mason, the way offenses work in this league, you have to run the ball.
Yeah.
So you got to do it well. What if y'all can get back to doing that and having just a little bit more help from that end? What would it do to your overall offensive picture?
Well, I think every offense from Pee Wee to the NFL has to be balanced. They've got to be able to keep the defense honest in both areas, and so we didn't do a good as job as that as we could have last year, but those guys have been challenged, and that was the emphasis all spring. Make sure they're ready and to make sure they're having their assignments and they know what they need to do.
Yeah. What would you? Is it just a lack of blocking? You didn't have good running back. How was there any one or two things?
Yeah, I mean,
thematically that didn't work.
Yeah, a combination of things, man. I mean, like the offensive line, and the running backs. I mean, there's just there's a number of things that schematically wasn't right, and that there's just guys that need to. Really the whole offense. We had a lot of struggles, late in the year, and so we're not pointing the finger at anybody. We're trying to improve ourselves, and every facet of our game we're trying to improve every year. So I don't think it'll be an issue. I think those guys have spent a lot of time in that area, and they're ready for the season.
When going back to the second half of the Baylor game, I mean, it's very manageable up until KD's big throw over the top, that 70-yard.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What do you think from that point to the rest of the season? What do you think happened?
Well, I think my foot was broken at that point. It happened in the second quarter, so I was.
But not the same from you watching and gauging what the locker room.
I mean, I think it wasn't as much as us. We were playing some darn good teams. We were playing, Baylor, Oklahoma, and Ole Miss. And Ole Miss being the only team to beat the eventual national champions. So those are some good ball clubs. It wasn't as much as us having struggles. We did have struggles, but at the same time, some good teams out there. So, anyways, I just think that's the focus, is being able to get over that hump this year and get back and put ourselves in a good position.
Cool. Mason, I got to be the guy that asks an off-football, off-topic question.
Yeah.
Coach Gundy's always been, he's kind of had a good sense of fashion, but the summer growth, what did you think about it?
Yeah.
Because that's pretty thick.
It's a little thick, yes, sir. It's jumped on the plane this morning, and I was looking at it. I said, has he just not gotten a haircut in a while, or is he trying to make a statement and get some flow action back there? But it's funny though. He's a character, man. He's always surprised at something he's doing. So
he said his wife, he doesn't think she even cares or pays him any attention.
Well, he's got his 80s swag back, man. So I mean, he's living it back in the old days. So I'm sure he's excited about it. For sure.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Mason, can you talk about the quarterback, the depth in the conference of all these great quarterbacks? You know, Baker's a preseason favorite. Your thoughts on that? And, you know, some of the other guys that you might watch in the conference.
Yeah, I think it's a conference that's full of great quarterbacks, and it just makes it more competitive, this league. And each week you're going to be facing a good quarterback with a great offense, and so it just makes it interesting week to week.
It makes those other quarterbacks work to motivate you. You see the results of those guys. The numbers they put up. Some of them factors into your motivation.
Well, I'm just for me, I'm just trying to be the best quarterback I can be for this team. And I want to work at it every day. I want to earn it every single day. I want to be the best quarterback I can for my team. And other guys, I'm friends with some of them. In the offseason we'll hang out, but really not concerned at all with their production. I'm trained to be effective against the defense, so that doesn't really bother me at all.
What is the relationship like between quarterbacks in this conference?
Well, I think it's different when you got things like the man in camp, and you have things, New Baker from my freshman year. Actually went on a spring break trip with him and a few guys from both of our schools. So, but Seth Russell, Patrick Mahomes, met those guys at Manning camp and got to spend a good long weekend with them. And I think they're tremendous guys, and they're great players. Obviously, fun guys to hang around.
Where did Baker go?
We went to Destin, Florida.
So when you guys were hanging out